Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
From the Quick Trip Traffic Center.
As we roll through our early Monday commute, checking out a couple of problems across the area. The left lane blocked with a crash on the eastbound side of Highway 10 at 93rd. Westbound 94, watch for a stalled vehicle on the exit ramp to Boone. Northbound I-35, got a stall on the exit ramp to County Road 50. I'm Dominic Fortini. That's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by eBay. We all got a thing. Yes, even you. If you love fashion, car parts, trading cards, whatever you're into, it's on eBay. So go find the thing that keeps you up at night. eBay. Things people love.
Does Vaughn seem somewhat nicer lately? Maybe it's just me. The Dave Ryan Show on KDWB.
It is just you. He's not nicer.
Hey, I heard that.
He's still
I'm back now.
On the show. No, I'm just kidding. It's the Dave Ryan in the Morning Show. Good morning. It's Jenny, Bailey, and Vaughn here today. We are now live on YouTube.
Yeah, baby.
I know you missed seeing our faces because last week, Bailey and I were like, we don't want to
we're done.
learn how to do the cameras.
No,
So
we
we're
don't
not-
want.
We don't.
No, I probably should learn that, though. But we are live on YouTube if you want to check us out. You can comment on there. Bailey and Vaughn will help comment back every once in a while if they give it a second. But all right, let's get into, we have someone on the phone. Her name is Bethany, and she is here to ask if she's the jerk. Good morning, Bethany.
It's Dave Ryan in the morning.
Nope. Hold on. One second. Wrong thing. Give me 1 second.
Uh-oh. It's Monday, guys.
It is Monday. Just seen the wrong button. There. There we go. Hi, Bethany. How are you?
Uh-oh. Hold on.
There we go. There we are. Guys, I forget how to do phones sometimes. There, Bethany, say hi one more time.
Hi, good
There
morning.
we go. Yay. Yeah.
We can hear you now. I'm just pressing the wrong button. Bethany, you emailed in because something happened over the weekend that you're like, am I the jerk? So tell us what's going on.
Yeah, so my boyfriend and I were putting up our Christmas tree this weekend.
Okay.
And this is our first year living together. So this is the first time we've ever decorated a Christmas tree together.
Mm-hmm.
So as we were getting up the ornaments, I saw that he had one that he got with his ex. It was like a suitcase that had 4 different countries that they had traveled together to. They went to France, Thailand, Costa Rica, and Mexico.
Okay.
And it was personalized, and it said their names, Jack and Mandy, and then the year 2019 on it.
Mm-hmm.
So when he pulled it out and he put it on the tree, I immediately was like, that's not going on our tree.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that he was just going to cross our name off, but the ornament was kind of sort of sentimental to him because, it had all those cool places that he had traveled to. So he took a Sharpie and he crossed her name off. But I was like,
Okay.
But I was like, no, you are not putting this on our tree. So eventually he gave in and he took it off the tree and he said that was fine. But I know that he is annoyed about it.
Uh-huh.
So I guess, am I in the wrong here? Am I the jerk because I didn't let him put his ornament up?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we can go around the room and say how we feel about this. I know Vaughn's going to have a hot take on this, so I'm going to go with Vaughn right away. Vaughn, what do you think? Should he have been able to put that ornament on the tree after he had scratched off his ex's name?
Your man, Bethany, is bugging. Okay, first of all, I'm in the same boat with you. Me and my girlfriend Alyssa, this is our first Christmas together. We just put up a tree. I would feel this is no different than if my girlfriend Alyssa had, or your significant other had a hoodie from an ex, whether it has their name on it or not in some capacity, and then giving it to you to wear.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, no, that's not happening. There should be no remnants of this prior relationship in our apartment on our Christmas tree. That's insane. And then crossing it off I guess I'll just cross. No, it's still there.
Yeah.
You're still thinking about being on, would you say Costa Rica? With the
I was going to say, they traveled a lot in 2019. Dang. Good for them.
I don't need no memories of that.
Bailey, what do you think? Should she allow him to have that ornament on the tree? And if you just tuned in, Bethany's on the phone saying that she was decorating her Christmas tree with her boyfriend. He had an ornament that he had gotten that was personalized for when he took all these trips with an ex, and he crossed her name off and still wanted to put the ornament on the tree because it was sentimental to him. What do you think, Bailey?
Well, maybe I'm a little bit older and wiser than Vaunt. I don't even think he should have had to cross her name off on the ornament.
Wow, really? Okay.
Well, because, let me explain why. Because they're, adult people. And I'm thinking of if this was me, I actually find if I'm dating somebody new and they are like, well, I can never talk about my ex, all of your exes are a part of your life. And you're that entire life has shaped who you are today. So, I don't think that they should cease to exist just because you have somebody new in your life.
No.
Because that was such a big part of your life. And, that would be saying, if I had to I was with my last boyfriend for a long time. And if I had to get rid of everything that he ever touched in my apartment, I wouldn't have anything. And so,
But do you have his name on things? I feel like
No,
that's the
not
difference.
necessarily.
Is the name is on the
Yes.
ornament.
But it's not a framed photo of them that he keeps up year round. It's just an ornament. My mom always kind of instilled in me, hey, if somebody writes you a love note, you're going to keep it even if you're not together anymore because it marks a time in your life when someone was in love with you and it's nice to look back on. And you can still be happy in your current relationship and keep an ornament from an old one.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
I am going to be honest. I think I lean more towards Vaunt, but also because aesthetically, an ornament sharpied on my tree is not going to work for me. I want a cute tree.
Right.
So I think I wouldn't even want to look at that because I'm well, that's probably hideous with a Sharpie cross.
Well, yeah,
off.
that's why I wouldn't even cross off the thing on the name in the first place.
But I think I'm with Vaunt. I wouldn't allow Andrew to put up an ornament that was personalized. If it was a souvenir from a trip he had taken with an ex, I wouldn't care.
Sure.
But if it
Yes.
but to say that it's personalized to everything that they did together, that's too much for me.
Yeah, Bailey, I will side with you in the fact that and I just talked about this on my podcast. So I have a hoodie and it's just a regular, or not even a hoodie. I have so many pairs of sneakers, some that I wear to this day that my ex bought me. Most of the sneakers that I have, my ex bought me. Those aren't a reminder of her because those are sneakers. But if it's this trip and I'm looking at, I remember we went to Costa Rica. I remember we went to Dubai and her name is on it, no less. Then no, there's no way that constant reminder is going to be in our house.
Not going to remember her ever again or you can't remember those trips because her name was attached to it and she was there. So can't remember the time I went to Disneyland because my old boyfriend was there. So womp womp. No, I'd say it's
No.
I just disagree.
Most of the people texting in are more so on Bailey's side with this one.
Really?
Someone said, my husband and I were both married previously, and when we moved in together, he came with his own Christmas decor he had with his ex. They're on our tree right now. Someone else said, you can't change the past. Let him keep the ornament up if they are in a healthy relationship. Why not? And someone else says, thank God Vaunt doesn't date someone with a kid and a constant reminder of an ex.
But
it's
see,
really no big deal.
That's different. I understand, a kid you can't get rid of, and you love your kid. As much as you love that trip, you can have so many more trips, and you can just put away an ornament. You can't put away a kid. Maybe that makes me sound a little bit insecure, but...
I like this text that says,
so.
everything you go through makes you who you are. That is a part of who they are. What reason is there to be upset about that? You think your ex is going to want your boo back?
No,
You know
leave
what?
the past in the past.
This
Yeah,
did
that's what
just
I'm saying.
remind me. So my dad had this personalized little chimney made out of wood that had stockings on it. And it said all of our names on it. So my dad, my mom, me, and my sisters. Well, my dad kept it when my parents got divorced. My dad just crossed off my mom's name. And he still puts it up every year. So there's that. But
Yeah.
okay, well, thanks for everyone who's texting in. Bethany, I don't know if you needed help or not today. I guess if you want to let him put the ornament up on the tree, that's more of the consensus here. What do you think you're going to do? You're going to keep it on the tree or let him put it on the tree or make him keep it in the storage?
I think I'm just going to keep it in a storage, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm not changing my mind on this one.
Pack that thing in a tote.
Sounds good. Well, thanks for calling in, Bethany. We appreciate it. Coming up next on the Dave Ryan in the Morning Show, we're hooking you up with that keyword to hopefully get you out to LA to see Billie Eilish. She's going to be performing December 15th, and you get to get out of cold Minnesota to sunny California. So stick around for that keyword next.
Missed seeing Billie Eilish at the X? That's okay, because 101.3 KDWB has you covered. Imagine the warmth of LA, Billie on stage, and you having the time of your life.
I'm the bad guy. Yo, it's Billie Eilish.
Listen to KDWB on our iHeartRadio app for the keywords. Then talk back for the trip. It's Billie in LA, and you're there from 101.3
KDWB.
Do you know of a local family in need? You could help by heading to KDWB.com and submit or donate to Dave Ryan's Christmas Wish and bring them joy this holiday season.
With Christmas this year, and it's putting her in a depression that she doesn't need right now.
Every donation received can make a difference for families here in the Twin Cities. KDWB.com. Keyword wish.
Thank you, and thank you to all the listeners. We really appreciate it.
Christmas Wish is presented by Treasure Island Resort and Casino.
Thank you so much.
During the holidays,
We got Andrea on the phone. Andrea had a date last Friday night, and then everything was going great. I'll let you tell the story about things turned a little bit south. Hi, Andrea.
Hi.
Good morning. What happened on the date?
So last week I went to Spoon and Stable. It was the first date, and the conversation was good. Everything seemed like it was going well, but then he started to tap on his water glass to get the server's attention.
So he takes his fork, ding, 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 on the water glass.
People actually do that.
So he wasn't rude to the server when she came to help us, but then throughout the rest of the meal, whenever he wanted her attention, he would ding on the water glass. And during the date, I was telling him, like, don't do that. It's rude. And he said that she needed to know if we needed her attention. And I'm just, like, lost. Like, do I go out with him again? He asked me out again tonight, and I don't know what to do. And I told him I thought it was rude, but he believes it's not.
Well, let me ask you that we have a former server here. She's never worked at a nice. You worked at Bubba Gump. You
Bubba Gump's,
your beautiful chain restaurant, and that's great. But I don't think even Bubba Gump's. I don't personally. I say no. I can't believe that. I mean, if you can just get past it and be like, you know what, dude, don't do that anymore. Just like wave or snap your fingers or
you
clap
just sit
or,
up straight and look around very expectantly.
Jenny?
I would say that it is kind of rude. However, it does sound like he was nice to the server, you said, when she came to the table. So that always said a lot. Like, there were different ways that server or people would try to get our attention when I was a server, and a lot of times I found it to be rude. But if I came up to them and they were nice to me in that moment, I kind of disregarded the rudeness of it. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm kind of in between on this one. I would say it is a rude gesture, but he sounds like he was nice still after it was said and
What's
done.
the best way to get a server's attention? I mean, a lot of the time, most servers, I would say, are really good. They notice you, they come over, but we all get a server once in a while who's got too many tables, or they're new, or they're not very good, or they're just ignoring you. And it's like, okay, they haven't refilled my Diet Coca-Cola in a long time. I need some extra A1 steak sauce. And I'm like, no, okay. Oh, what do you do?
The best way is to try to make eye contact with them and kind of give a little like wave or something. I think that that's probably the most polite way to do it. Or if another server or worker is walking past, be like, hey, I know you're not our server, wondering if you could help us with this, if you like grab
I
something.
wondered about that, because sometimes when your server is so bad or so inattentive that you grab it, you like, hey, I know you're not my server. Is that acceptable?
I think that that's fine, because I think, listen, not every server's great. We all, if you work in the industry, you probably know that. So you know the ones that aren't as good as others. And if someone needs help because the other server's slacking, you help that person. You help the customer out.
Let's all vote then. Should she go out with the guy again tonight? I say yes. Conversation was good. He was polite. He's just a clodhopper in that he doesn't know that is a rude, inelegant thing to do.
Inelegant.
I mean, there's a better way to do it. I mean, if he's a nice guy and he treated you well, they do say that the way that you can tell a lot by the way people treat people they don't have to be nice to. So in other words, your Uber drivers or your servers or the girl behind the counter at Pilgrim Dry Cleaners, if you treat them nicely, you're probably going to be a nice person.
But that makes me sad. Like, people you don't have to treat nice. Like, I think you should treat everyone nice.
Of course.
But
there are people that you don't have to.
Sure.
Julie was not always the nicest to people she didn't have to be nice to. And I can name some other people that have actually worked on this show. They were not nice to people they didn't have to be nice to.
Yeah.
And it was like, it's pretty easy to be nice. It just works out.
Yeah. I would go out.
I would say go out. Bailey says.
I would say go out and maybe call him out on it and be like, yo, stop. That's weird.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you already did, but I would say, like, once again, if he does it tonight, maybe just be like, hey, listen, just stop doing that. I think it's rude. You might not, but I think it's rude, and see how he reacts, because that can kind of tell you a lot about him in that moment.
And if he gets mad, then you can be like, well, Nice knowing you.
Yep.
I'm heading out.
Yeah.
Peace. Bye.
Let us know. Hey,
fair enough.
if you get a chance, call us on Monday and let us know how it went. Because if you go, are you going out to a nice? He's not going to take you to the same place, but you're probably going to go to dinner again. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to dinner. He didn't say where he wanted to take me, though.
Okay. Well, that's nice that he's taking you.
Yeah.
And he's paying for everything. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I would get the filet mignon with a side order of the lobster tail. And then, good luck and let us know how it goes on Monday, okay?
Thank you. Hopefully I'm not embarrassed again.
Yeah, God, no kidding. Have a good weekend, Andrea.
Thank you.
Bye. Text messages. Yeah, go out with him. If this is the only thing, it's easy to look past that. Move his glass away from it. I think it's a good idea.
That's funny. Somebody on YouTube says, she sounds beautiful. I don't hit my glass for a server. I'm free tonight if she wants to hang.
I love that one. How else do you get a waiter's attention? Well, a lot of people say, here's a server. Wait till they pass you and give a little wave or eye contact. Slow lift of your finger and say, excuse me, please.
A slow lift
I've done
of your
that.
finger?
Like you're putting your hand up in
Yeah.
class, but slow and subtle.
Sure.
That works, yeah?
I think that's completely fair.
When you're ignoring tables, is it just because you don't know they need attention, Jenny?
I think you're just unaware at that point. Unless like you have an extremely, extremely rude table. But even if I ever had that, I would still pay attention to them.
Somebody texted in and they said, what if every table did the tap on the glass with the fork? Can you imagine the whole restaurant?
Sounds like a freaking wedding.
Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Grease at Chanhassen Dinner Theaters.
Chanhassen Dinner Theaters brings back its most popular show for the first time in a decade, Grease. It's a high-octane party that'll rock your socks off. Order today. Visit chanhassendt.com. Be there or be square.
Hey guys, I'm Kate Max. You might know me from my popular online series, The Running Interview Show, where I run with celebrities, athletes, entrepreneurs, and more. After those runs, the conversations keep going. That's what my podcast, Post Run High, with iHeartRadio is all about. Listen to Post Run High on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Post Run High and start listening.
Your daily dose of joy with just the right amount of snark. The Dave Ryan Show on KDWB.
It is the Dave Ryan in the Morning Show with Jenny, Bailey, and Vaughn. Good morning. Happy Monday. It's going to get a little chilly out for Thanksgiving this week, but still no snow in the forecast, which I'm sure a lot of people are happy about. Personally, I love a good snowy holiday season, but then it can stop. Like as soon as Christmas is done, like it can go away. So
I know this is par for the course for like this time of year in Minnesota, but me just getting back from Jersey, it was like the high in Minnesota today is what it was at 5 a.m. in Jersey today. The high in Jersey is like 54 or something today.
That sounds nice.
Which is just barely coat or like heavy jacket weather.
So did you guys have white Christmases when you were growing up, or was it kind of debatable?
It was very debatable.
Yeah.
It wasn't as like, well, which was funny because last Christmas, Minnesota just had the weirdest winter ever. And last
So
year,
weird.
it was probably colder in Jersey last Christmas than it was in Minnesota, which was odd.
really?
Wow.
So now I'm just interested to see what the coin toss will be this year.
I did see a prediction for Christmas, and I don't know if this will ruin people's Mondays. So
No.
if you like snow on Christmas, don't listen to me right now. But I did see a prediction for Christmas time, and like Minnesota and most of Wisconsin are like the only states in the Midwest that aren't predicted to have snow.
Wow.
It's like
That
for
seems
sure
unfair.
snow, like tons of snow in all the other states, and of course like in the mountains and stuff. But Minnesota and Wisconsin were not predicted to have snow. I don't believe in that farmer's almanac thing, anyways. So
No,
I don't
need
care.
it. What farmers? What do they
Yeah,
know?
Whatever. Okay, we got to give you a keyword to go see Billie Eilish. She's going to be performing in LA on December 15th, and this keyword gives you an opportunity to win a trip to see her. So that includes your airfare, hotel, tickets to the show, all that good stuff. And then, you get to get out and see some sunshine and a beach. So right now, all you got to do is you go to the talkback feature on the iHeartRadio app and you record yourself saying lunch. So once again, you're going to record yourself saying lunch. There's a little red microphone button. You hit that. You have 30 seconds. Honestly, all you have to say is lunch. If you want to say, hi, I'm Jessica from Apple Valley, you can, but you really don't need to. You just have to say lunch on the talkback feature. This is a little different than the contests we've done before, so I just want to make sure that I over-explain this. It's not a text one. It's a talkback feature, so go ahead and go into the iHeart app and record lunch to go see Billie Eilish in LA.
15 flavors.
Okay, I want to get into. Oh, this kind of feels like a good moody one to promote this here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know what we're about to go into, but sexy voices
yeah.
on.
Well, I'm going to play a full Billie Eilish song just because I feel like we don't play enough of her. And so I want to play a full song. But right after that, we're going to get into the details of Bailey and Tripp's date yesterday. You guys spent a good amount of time together yesterday, right?
We did.
Yeah.
Probably like 6 hours, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you say he was a bad guy?
He is kind of a bad guy. Yeah, he is kind of a bad guy.
So should we play Billie Eilish bad guy
Oh my God,
while we wait?
okay.
Okay, all the details of Bailey's date coming up next on KDWB. The Dave Ryan in the Morning Show. Once again, just a reminder, go to the talkback feature, put in that keyword. You say the keyword lunch on the iHeartRadio app, and then you're entered in for that trip to go see Billie Eilish in LA. All right, enough of it. I was going to say hit it. Well, Bailey had a fun little time with Trip yesterday.
Yeah,
and we've been sitting on the edge of our seats wondering what happened. I've been waiting. I've been wanting all the details, but I was like, I also want to hear it live. So Bailey, go ahead and tell us about your date with Trip yesterday.
So Trip came over to my house yesterday. Well, he came to Minneapolis for our date. So he showed up around 1 o'clock. And we went to Disco Death Records.
Oh, I love the spot.
Based on your recommendation, Jenny.
Is that a coffee shop, right?
It is a coffee shop and record store.
Yep.
And then we went to another record store that's right across the street. We didn't get any records. And then we walked into Buffalo Exchange, which is a resale thrift store, and just bopped around there. And then we kind of just walked down Hennepin and then back around and just kind of I don't know. He was I once was over here with all of my friends. We rode motorcycles up here. I'm like, uh-huh. And then he's like, oh, we got kicked out of this bar and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, uh-huh. So it's not like I was showing somebody something brand new, like they've been here before.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. I was hoping desperately that I would run into somebody I knew so that I would seem cool, but I didn't. It's a big city. And then we went back to my house. Obviously, I was like, here's where I live. And I cleaned so much so it would look nice.
Yeah.
Cleaned so much. And then later on in the evening, we went to Udapil's brewery, got beer and pizza, and it was delicious and wonderful. And we mostly just kind of like hung out. We didn't like have like huge plans. I know like Jenny, you told me to do like all of these different things, like go to this pinball bar. We did not. I wish I had more things planned, but I didn't. But I will say, pretty early on in our date, we did knock boots in the thrift store shoe aisle when he was telling me how much the leather boots would cost brand new.
Okay.
That
kind of knocking boots. Then.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I
So we
got
were
it.
looking at the boots in the thrift store there. And then halfway through our date, I did have to change my clothes. Because I spilled coffee all down my front.
Oh, no.
And it got all
Was it
over
hot
the place.
coffee?
No, it was cold coffee, but it was really, that was embarrassing. So I really have to go and get my clothes cleaned and my coat cleaned
Of
after
course.
that.
Yeah.
Of course.
But Tripp he did get into my plumbing.
Okay, tell us
Because
more.
my toilet is broken, so he was trying to help fix it. He
You're
couldn't-
really teasing us here.
I
You're really,
love this.
Yeah.
You're really teasing us
Oh,
here.
but we did bring out some lotion at one point.
Yeah, you did.
A lot of lotion. Specifically saddle soap for a rawhide lamp that I wanted him to rejuvenate a little bit. So
Okay.
he brought his own
That makes a lot
saddle
of
soap
sense.
for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
But at one point, it did get so hot in my apartment, I had to open a window.
Yeah.
Because it's an old building and I can't adjust the radiator. So
This is so sad.
yeah, it was just really warm in there. Yeah.
No, I respect Bailey.
Yeah.
Vaughn, Vaughn, on the other hand, I would pry.
Yeah.
But there are so many
Oh.
questions I would pry.
I have a
you.
question.
But
Yeah,
for Bailey, I'm
sure.
going to respect her and not ask the question we're all wondering.
You're better than me. Bailey, I have a question.
Sure.
Uh-oh.
You guys kissed, right? Did you use tongue?
Yes, I did use tongue.
Oh.
But you know what, Vaughn, I will tell you guys, because I'm respectful, mindful, demure.
Yeah.
This morning, I did wake up warm and snuggly with my cat Cap because he didn't get a lot of attention yesterday. So
Aw.
I did
Yeah.
wake up cuddling with my cat.
He needed some attention.
Yeah, he did. He was, honestly, my cat, like, not joke aside, but every time I was sitting on the couch with Tripp, my cat was like, let me just squeeze in here. Pardon me. Excuse me.
Yeah,
and just
excuse
like
me.
wedged
Excuse
in
me.
between. I was like,
Started making biscuits.
sir.
And was like, this
Yeah.
is my spot.
And so I was like,
Move.
sir, excuse me. So we're like kind of like a pile up where my cat's on me, I'm leaning on Tripp, and Tripp's on the couch. So we're just like, do. So
I love this for you.
That's
Thank you.
exciting. Did you and Tripp cuddle at all?
no, yeah, we did.
Okay.
Yeah, we did.
Would
A
you
little cuddle.
put the label on Tripp that he's your boyfriend now?
No, he's not my boyfriend. No.
Not boyfriend. Yeah, they're in a situationship.
See, I'm a
Right?
serial monogamous,
I would say
so I don't even know what that.
Yeah, no,
don't-
well, he's not my boyfriend. I would say like I'm seeing Tripp.
Yeah, you're dating him right
Sure.
now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that. So when do you think you'll move in together?
I was thinking probably after the holidays. You know? Yeah.
You got a lot of I can imagine you got to clear some space out. You probably have holiday decor you want to put up and
Yeah,
stuff, and you're not gonna have any
exactly.
room for him to move in at that point. So after
Exactly.
the holidays would make sense. Yeah.
But I might go and see him on Thanksgiving. So like once my family Thanksgiving kind of wraps up, I
Yeah.
might be driving down to
to like
Northfield.
spend time with his family.
So he has like a big thing for Thanksgiving, and then once like his like family thing is over, then it kind of turns into a Friendsgiving thing into the evening. So that's the part I would go for.
Got it.
So
fun. That's exciting. Okay, well, that was a fun update. We've been waiting all morning to hear that.
Bailey, I applaud you because you're doing something that I feel like most people wouldn't, and that's not getting into a relationship, but getting into things right around the holidays. I have an uncle who's just like a pure bachelor, but from about like Halloween until Valentine's Day, he's not seeing anybody. That way
What
he
do you
doesn't have
mean?
to buy them gifts. He doesn't have to invite them over to family functions.
That is
none of that.
cuffin season, baby.
Cuffin? No.
That is when you are partnered up because in the summer you get to be wild and free.
No,
you
you
cuff
don't wanna
up in the
spend-
season. In Minnesota, you do because you hibernated in Minnesota. So you're like, well, I might as well have someone to cuddle with me for these months. But like in the summertime, whoo.
I get what you're saying, but it's also if you need to save a buck or two, you don't have to bring them over to Thanksgiving to meet your annoying aunts that you only see once or twice a year and ask, "Are you married yet?" You don't have to buy them Christmas gifts or Valentine's Day gifts or be committed to someone to kiss at New Year's Eve. So I applaud you, Bailey.
Thank you, Vaughn. I really appreciate that. What?
Tripp's cousin is listening.
Hi, Tripp's
they
cousin.
Said, I did not need to hear the question about kissing.
Well, sorry about it.
Well, there's our little update for Bailey and Tripp's romance.
Thank you guys for checking in and still caring about my love life.
I am fully dialed in.
I'll let you know.
I want all the updates.
We did not get married yesterday, but
we've all been waiting on this since the Clinton administration.
Administration.
Yeah.
I thought Dave was gone this week.
Just saying.
Okay, we're going to get into some Dave's Dirt quick here.
The Dave Ryan Show, 101.3 KDWB.
Dave's Dirt is brought to you by Nicolay Law. Taylor Swift is wrapping up her Eras tour. Not quite yet. She still has 3 more shows left. But here she is talking at a show. I believe it was Saturday night and getting all teary-eyed about it.
We're at the very end of this tour, so you doing that, you have no idea how much it means to me and to
So, yeah, she said it means a lot to her. She's been doing this for almost 2 years. It started in March of 2023, right? Yeah, 2023 would make sense.
Such a long tour.
All right, you guys, how many calories will the average American eat on Thanksgiving? I'd like you to take a guess. Vaunt, what do you think?
I'm bad at calories. 1,400. I feel like that's like one thing of bread. I don't know.
3,000.
3,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bailey's definitely a little bit more accurate. The average American, actually, no, Vaughn's closer.
What?
The average American's caloric intake during the Thanksgiving meal is 2,092 calories, which doesn't seem that bad. But according to dietary guidelines in the U.S., adults should consume somewhere between 1,600 and 3,000 calories per day, depending on a bunch of stuff like your age, weight, and gender and all that. So 2,092 calories.
That's
so
it?
For instance, here, somebody Google how much a Big Mac is.
How
in
much
calories.
Okay.
No, how many calories a Big Mac has in it? Because 2092
563.
Right. So
Yeah.
for instance, like you're eating a really, really unhealthy burger and that's 562 calories. So 2092, you are multiplying that by 4 and that's your Thanksgiving meal. But you know what? Do you guys eat anything else the rest of the day after you have your Thanksgiving meal? I was going to say, I'm usually like so full that maybe I'll nibble on a couple things later on. And I'm also not it takes a long time for me to eat dessert. So I usually have that in the evening. I don't have it like an hour after Thanksgiving.
No.
Most people can get right into it. I'm too full still.
Yeah, same.
And I want to enjoy it.
A person of color thing. We don't eat anything until Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, yeah, same.
That's okay. That's like just
what time
world.
do you eat at?
6.
Oh, no.
We
like
eat at
5, 6. No, you're not allowed in a black household at least, and a Puerto Rican household. You're not allowed because you can't go in the kitchen. You cannot get in the way of Aunt Linda or your mom or grandma in the kitchen. No, you have to wait. You hungry during the Thanksgiving Day parade? Make some toast, and even then, get the hell out my way.
I love that. No, I'm like Bailey. We eat at 1.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a white person.
That is a
household
white person
thing.
thing. We eat at 1 o'clock.
We're going to be eating at 1. So, yeah, I don't eat up until then.
Yeah.
But then,
no.
Yeah, well, no wonder you don't eat after Thanksgiving. You don't eat till evening.
Right.
It's dark out at that point. Gosh. Man, I would be sneaking little treats all day if I was you. I couldn't wait that long. Oh, yeah, another person who is wrapping up their tour is, not tour, but their shows is Adele. She has had her final show at her Las Vegas residency.
You've been amazing and so patient with me and so incredible to Live Nation. To my son. I chose to do a residency mainly because I hate touring. But I chose to do a residency so I could keep his life normal.
Bowen Yang is super hot right now because he's a big character on SNL, but also he was in the Wicked movie. And so he was talking about how his screen test for SNL was actually really terrible.
The first thing out of my mouth was, I'm Canadian too. I grew up in Montreal. I grew up in Quebec. And immediately it was
A
done.
vibe killer?
It was a vibe killer. Like, I didn't get the job because I had pandered to his Canadianness, and it was a disaster.
Oh, so don't pander. Just be you.
Right. I also read or heard an interview of him saying that the only reason he was in Wicked is because of Ariana Grande. Because usually when you do SNL, you can't be doing anything else during that time because it's such a demanding schedule. And when Lorne Michaels, the producer of SNL, he told Bowen Yang no, But then Ariana called called Lauren herself and was like, hey, we want him for this film. We want him to do X, Y, and Z. And Lauren was like, oh, I guess we'll let him do it.
Yeah.
So
we talked a little bit about that last week when you were out, but like that's awesome that Ariana Grande literally went to bat because she wanted him so bad. Like
and has that power.
Good for him because that is definitely gonna like propel his career, I feel like, a lot.
But he also has like the Las Culturistas podcast, which is like super popular.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, it's like one of the most popular podcasts, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it's on the iHeartRadio app.
Oh, is it? Okay,
Yes, it
well,
is.
there you go. I can go listen to it on the iHeartRadio app. And speaking of the app, make sure you go to the Talkback feature and put in that keyword lunch to be in the running for the Billie Eilish trip out to LA. All right, we are going to chat about something I need to talk to my boyfriend about, okay? We're going to get into it, but first...
She's just my favorite because she's so inspiring.
God, I love that jingle.
I had to do it once, at least, while Dave's on vacation. I just had to put it in there.
People are asking for it.
I think we should do it more than once. I mean, there's no Dave Ryan show jingle. Just saying.
That's true. That's true. Okay, you guys, this weekend, I had a hair appointment. I was at this hair appointment for a long time because I got lots and lots of hair. And as I'm at this appointment, Andrew texts me and he goes, I'm going to this estate sale. Like, I'll send you some pictures of things and maybe I'll buy something. And I'm sitting here like, okay, cool. So he starts sending me some pictures, not vibing with anything, like don't really care. And then I never hear back from him. And then towards the end of my hair appointment, I go, hey, did you end up buying anything from the estate sale?
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah. I'm like, well, send me a picture. And he was taking too long. And I was like, this isn't good. And he sends it to me and I immediately go, no, I said, what? Enter this.
Oh, I'm excited.
And he bought probably the ugliest chair I've ever seen in my entire life. And if you go to our YouTube live right now, Vaughn has a picture of it posted up there so you can go check it out. It is so ugly. I will describe it to you. It's very colorful. There is a dragon on it, amongst many, many other random things like flowers and all this other stuff. And I look at it and I knew the moment I came home and saw it and I hated it, he would be like, well, just sit in it. It's really comfy. And that was his first reaction.
That was his defense?
Just sit in it. It's super comfy. And I'm like, babe, this is why you are not allowed to buy anything for our house. Ever. Bailey, what are your thoughts?
I like it.
I knew you would like it. I knew you would like it.
Of course.
Because Bailey, you're like you love colorful things. And I'm not going to lie, I'm more of the like neutrally colors. And I like color in like certain rooms.
Yeah.
But the specific room that we have room for a chair, it doesn't fit at all.
Yeah.
Like,
it doesn't suit the room. You're right. It does not suit the room whatsoever. But if you put like a colorful, like, throw blanket on that couch, then it would suit the room. It would pull it all together. The only thing I don't like about it is the dragon, because that's kind of weird, but I do like all the flowers. I think that's cute, and I have a really ugly chair similar to that, too.
Okay, I think I've seen your chair that you have that's similar to this on your Instagram stories. See, that's like a chair that like lived in people's houses in like, I don't know, the 70s, 80s kind of vibe. And like that's like a vibe. This is just an ugly chair. It is very ugly, and I will give it to him. It's comfortable. Okay, I get it.
So you agree. It's comfortable.
But, however, he knows what he did. He knows that he bought something I would not like. He knows that I would be able to sell it for more than what he paid for on Facebook Marketplace. So that's the reason he did it, because he knows that I would probably hate it. And if I did hate it, then I'll be like, okay, Mama's going to make some money on Facebook Marketplace. Like, that's what's going to happen. So that was his reaction.
So he's putting you to work, honestly.
He is, but he did say that if I sell it for more, then I get to keep the profit of whatever that is. And I'm like, well, obviously, I will be keeping the profit. So anyways, if you're on our YouTube live, or if you want to go to it right now, you can see a picture of this. I'll get it posted up on our...
it's up on our story already.
On our Instagram story as well? Okay, cool.
Can I tell you what people on the YouTube live are saying?
Yeah, what are they saying?
Somebody said, LOL, it is ugly. Because it is.
Yeah.
It looks like somebody just threw up
it's so
on the
bad.
chair.
It's so bad. Yeah, someone else texted in and said, Jenny, that is pretty awful. Let me tell you, it's not cute. If you want to see it, either go to our Instagram, Dave Ryan Show. You can look at our stories, or if you want to go to our YouTube live, you can see it there as well. So anyways.
I think what's funny is that it clearly does not go with anything else. And what is your basement?
This is our basement, yeah.
It just doesn't go with, like, everything else in your basement is pretty neutral.
Yep.
It's like chill. And then there's just like
this eyesore.
Yes,
Just
for
this,
lack of a better
this
term.
thing that just like stands out, and you're like, "What is that?"
It looks like literally somebody threw up a rainforest.
And it's like if you walk down the stairs, the way our house is organized, if you walk down the stairs, it's like the first thing you see. And I'm like, I can't have people thinking this is us. Our first impression. Are you serious?
Somebody said this looks like a nursing home
Yes.
chair. Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
But Cassie agrees it's ugly, but I like it. I feel the same way. Like, yeah, it's ugly, but I think all you need is one colorful throw blanket
Yeah,
to
throw it away.
on the couch, and it would bring it all together.
You should, and I know you want to make a buck off of it. You should bring it into the studio.
What?
Keep
Put
it
it where
here.
Dave's chair is, and he
Yeah,
walks
put
in
it
like
where
what?
you're sitting right now.
No, Vaughn wants it because somebody stole his chair out of the studio a long time ago. So, like, Vaughn sits in a separate studio than us, but sometimes he's in here with us, and after the show, he's in here with us, like, show planning. And so Vaughn just, like, sits on the floor now all the time. So that's why you want me to bring in that ugly chair. So you got a cozy little seat for yourself.
I do. Because, I mean, everything else in this office kind of just, nothing goes with anything. We literally have a traffic light in our studio for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean for whatever reason? That has a purpose. That tells us if people are calling on a hotline or not.
Are you
It
serious?
does?
Yes.
Nobody has ever explained that to me.
Yes. It
Just
means
a random
that
traffic light in
I'm
here.
pretty sure sometimes it goes red if we have dead air as well.
Oh.
No, I have never, like when I toured, like when Rich almost hired me, before he hired me, I asked him what that light does, and he was like, oh, it's just here.
Oh, no,
Our
it has
boss.
a purpose. It turns green if
What
someone's
the
calling our
hell?
direct line. The problem is that I'm the only one who ever like notices that, and my back is to it. So
Yeah.
like half the time it goes unnoticed because Dave's like the only one who really has it in his eye line sight. eyesight.
Whoa. I'm
So.
forever changed. Wow.
All right, well,
All
let us
right.
know. What do you guys think of the chair? Go ahead and look at our Instagram. Is it hideous? Would you like it in your house? Anyone trying to buy it from me? Let me know.
Does anybody want it?
And then we're going to be right back. And as once we get back, we are going to play some Think Fast hosted by Bailey.
Nikki found the Taco Bell receipt and said, who ate all this Taco Bell with you? Because it was $38 worth of Taco Bell. You remember that, right?
Yeah.
And you
I
said
I ate it with my brother.
And it was with your brother.
I was questioning it because, I mean, you said your brother ate the Taco Bell with you, and you just don't like him.
Do we want to tell them why I don't like my brother, Nikki?
No, that's not important to the story.
I think it is because when I was in Korea 6 months ago, she fucked my brother.
Oh.
Once again, I really don't think that's important.
It's Dave Ryan in the morning show. I just want to remind everyone that Christmas Wish is happening a week from today. We start granting Christmas wishes, and we've got a lot of submissions. You can definitely still submit a Christmas wish if you know a family in need. If they've just kind of fallen on hard times through no fault of their own, go to kdwb.com/wish, and you can nominate a family there. You cannot nominate yourself, and also it has to be under their own circumstances. If they went to Vegas and gambled all their money away, that's not exactly what we do for a Christmas wish. But go there. But also, we are looking for donations. We love your support. And honestly, your support is the main reason we're able to do this. So if you can go to kdwb.com/wish and hit the big red donate button there, go ahead and donate at that. And then any amount works. Really, we'll take $5. We'll take $100. Whatever you can give. We are so grateful for you participating in Christmas Wish. And then just know when you listen to it, you're a little part of it yourself. Like you've helped out.
Making the world a better place.
And we really couldn't do Christmas Wish without Holiday Station Stores and Treasure Island. They are our huge partners with Christmas Wish, and they make all of this happen as well. And then it's also powered by YouthLink, and we have help with Choice Bank. They hang on to all our money because none of us can be trusted with it.
Clearly, no.
Us, you know what I'm saying? But speaking of Holiday Station Stores, I got to give them a shout out because they got an awesome $5 meal deal going on right now. Where you can get $5.
Oh.
Any personal sized pizza and a 20-ounce soda.
Wow.
Pepsi Pop for just $5. It's only for a limited time. So hop on that deal. Honestly, I feel like you used to get $5 deals from so many different places, and they just don't have those anymore.
No.
There's no $5 footlongs.
No.
There's there's barely a $1 menu at McDonald's anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
So go get your personal sized pizza at Holiday and your soda.
Can I do a shout out too?
Yeah, go ahead.
I have a birthday shout out to Ray, who is turning 9 today.
Woo!
Happy birthday, Ray.
Ray. That's exciting. Ray, in your honor, we're going to play a little game called Think Fast. Woo. Ray's like, I don't like that game.
I don't want to.
I don't want to play that game. Okay,
All
Bailey
right.
is hosting
Yeah.
Think Fast today. It's going to be myself, obviously, versus Vaughn. Dave is off on vacation.
Okay. All right, folks. This is just kind of like, regular Think Fast this time around. I don't have anything crazy happening here.
I love regular Think Fast.
All right. This is a winter activities or a winter list here.
Yes.
Okay. A winter activity starting with the letter S.
Skiing.
Snowboarding.
Ooh, Vaughn was skiing. Nice. Okay. Winter doodads starting with the letter P.
What?
Or
Peppermints?
Peppermint. Yeah. I'll give it to you,
I
Jenny.
was like, doodads.
Or I mean presents, peppermints.
Oh,
I don't know. Whatever. Doodads. I couldn't think of a word.
What? Dude.
Let me live.
Yeah, give me a point for
just-
sympathy because
No.
who knows what doodads
A
are?
winter activity starting with the letter P.
Performing Christmas carols.
No.
You know what?
You don't
Give it to
perform-
me.
Perform
Yes.
a Christmas
It's
carol?
singing
Oh,
Christmas
singing,
carol.
yeah.
No.
If you had said it
Caroline.
perform in a Christmas play.
Yeah.
No,
Then
I get that point. Justice for Vaughn.
What did you have for an example?
I had, like plowing snow, playing in the snow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Justice for Vaughn.
Okay, no one gets that one. Okay. A word describing winter weather starting with B.
Burr.
Balmy. I
Balmy.
said.
Okay,
You
I'll give
said
it to
burr.
Jenny because burr isn't a word, a real word. Sorry, Vaughn.
Neither is doodads, but okay.
Doodads is a word.
All right.
Okay, a winter clothing item starting with the letter L.
Leather jacket. I don't know. Ah.
Wow, you went long johns, leg warmers. No?
Oh.
All right.
Look, I've been on vacation, okay? I'm trying to catch back up.
All right, a popular travel destination starting with the letter A.
Argentina.
Africa.
Argentina. Okay, I'll give it to you. Argentina. Sure. It's warm there during the winter
Bruno
time.
Mars goes there.
Okay, no more no more winter. Okay, a topping for pizza starting with the letter O.
Olives. Jenny.
I'll give that to Jenny. Yeah, that was really fast. Wow, you guys. Holy cannolis. Okay, a sport that starts with the letter S.
Skiing.
Soccer. Jenny.
Wow. Look at this.
Rats. What's the score?
It is for Jenny to Vaunt.
Justice for Vaunt.
A color that starts with the letter R.
Red.
Oh, wow. Okay, tie, you guys. That was really
Ah.
sorry. You were both at the same time.
Okay.
Okay, here's a little bit harder. A color that starts with the letter L.
Lavender.
Wow,
Jenny.
Oh my gosh, I'm shocked.
It's
Okay.
almost like you cheated.
How would I have cheated?
I don't know. You and Bailey are in the same room right now.
I
Yeah,
can't see
winked.
anything.
I
Gave
winked
you
at her.
all the answers ahead of time.
She's
Just
got
saying.
it on her computer. I can't see anything.
There's
You
email.
guys, let's stop fighting. Why are we fighting?
Because Vaughn wants justice for himself for no reason all the time.
A sweet treat that starts with the letter B.
Burrata. Nope,
What?
that's not sweet. That's not sweet. That's
Burrata.
not sweet.
That
I don't
sounds
know.
so good
I know.
right now, though. Burrata.
Brownies.
No, don't
Yeah,
give her
I'm
that.
late.
I mean, I'm not giving one to any of you for that. But yeah, brownies, blizzards, Boston cream pies. Ooh.
I love blizzards. Okay.
Okay. An animal that you would find at the zoo starting with the letter B.
Bear.
My brain is just not working this
It's okay,
morning.
Vaught, you're still in the game. You can always come back.
I'm not going very fast myself, so don't worry.
Gosh.
Okay, here's a kind of drink that starts with the letter T.
Tito's and vodka.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you Tito's and vodka.
Alcoholic.
Tito's and vodka.
I think that was winning point for me, right?
Oh, yeah, it was.
Okay.
7. That's
Wah,
it.
wah, wah.
Bada bing, bada boom, Mr. Worldwide.
Think Fast is brought to you by Northern 1 Hour Heating. So thank you to Northern 1 Hour. Bailey, do you have a couple you could give to people listening?
Oh, by all means, I most certainly do. Okay, a word associated with the Christmas season that starts with the letter J.
Oh, I got it.
Go ahead, Vaughn.
Jolly.
Jolly.
Oh, I was gonna
Nice.
say jingle
Nice,
bells.
nice. How about a fruit that starts with the letter M? Jenny?
I don't know.
Mango.
Mango.
Mandarin.
Mandarin.
Man, I had nothing. I was blanking on
Melons.
that.
Yeah. Okay, last one here. A class in school that starts with the letter M. This one's kind of easy.
It's Jenny's favorite
It is Jenny's
subject.
favorite. What is it, Jenny?
Marketing?
Math. Four.
Oh.
What's wrong with you? Why did I give her these during the real game,
Marketing
Bailey?
came to my head first for some reason instead of math. But
Goodness.
okay. Well,
There
that
you
is
have it.
gonna do it for Think Fast
This
today.
text message, Bailey, says
Uh-huh.
that burr actually is in the dictionary.
All right. Well,
Justice for Vaughn.
Still, Jenny was faster than you.
All right, Think Fast today. We're going to get right into a dance party. I feel like it's kind of gloomy-ish out there.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, is it snowing?
Is that
No.
snow?
Oh,
No.
in St. Louis Park, there looks like a little light flaky flakes. Very light. It's almost rain, but it is.
Oh,
yeah,
it is.
I
It
think
is
it is
snowing.
snowing.
Oh.
All right, well, that's it. We're doing the dance party. It's snowing. Here we go.